Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dharma. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is not a fortune-telling channel. If you are looking for those types of readings, there are plenty of other capable readers on YouTube. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, possibly Venus. Time is fluid. Even though the intentions have been set for recent past, current, and near future, however much healing we've done on the shadow, that part of our selves that we don't want to admit, look at, talk about, think about, and part of ourselves that we hide from ourselves and others, is where we will find ourselves on the timeline. Energies are fluid. They all hold masculine and feminine energies within us, just as the divine and just as the universe does. When I read the energy from the card, that is merely how the energy is operating in that position in that moment. Being said, we do not other anyone here based on ethnicity, creed, gender, or lack thereof. Everyone is welcome. That being said, guides, ancestors, holy guardian angels, Most High God, we thank you so much for your many blessings in our lives. We are so blessed. We thank you, we acknowledge you, we exalt you. We ask for your guidance on this reading. Please give us clear and concise messages, only for the greatest and highest good for the sign of Taurus. Clear, concise, and on the table, please, and thank you. So it is done. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So when we start thinking about correct action, we tend to think in terms of words or pictures, but mostly words, I guess. It depends on the person. And we say to ourselves, I'm happy with this, I'm not happy with that. This serves my greatest good, this does not. I'm going to do this, and this differently. I'm going to keep this the same. And then we act on it to co-create with the universe. That is when the Word becomes God, as long as it is in our highest and greatest good. Even demons can lead us to our path, get miserable. So, if you want to know more about that, you can look on my community post tab, the videos that have helped me along the way. Other things that have helped me are the Ethiopian Bible in English, although there are some translations, so you really got to dig in. Get the original Jewish translation possibilities from the Word and see how the rabbi decided. Manly Hall videos, done my way to Chet videos. So, on how to work with energies. Solomon metaphorically used the demons to build the temple. So, you'll have to read the Ethiopian Bible for those stories. And you can look at some of the rabbis and Chet and all for their interpretation. Please and thank you. Can I get an energy for the current situation or the energy that Taurus is dealing with? These energies may be you, maybe someone around you. If you see qualities, good, bad, ugly, and different in someone else, please take a look deep down inside yourself and see how you've done it, thought it, to see how somebody else could do it or think it, if the situation looked like this or was this. Thank you so much. Ten of Swords reversed. Someone didn't have a painful ending. They're coming out of a painful ending. Alternatively, they're going through an extremely painful ending. It feels like, I have to see when the other energies come out, but it feels like it's coming out of a very painful ending. The issue is the Queen of Wands reversed. The Wicked Witch. Someone using the dark arts. Someone casting illusions through lies of omission or actual lies. Partial truth. Not knowing what they're talking about. Misusing their own passions or others' passions against them. Recent past. Please and thank you. These could be energies inside yourself, so, or it could be how you're seeing someone. May or may not be true. We can make judgment calls on who or what we allow into our lives, but the only judgment we can call is really ourselves. This serves my highest purpose, this does not. We need to do differently. Recent past, please and thank you. Judgment reversed. Someone failed to call judgment when they should have, or they're not calling judgment because they need to keep their eyes on themselves, or they don't know what to think, or they don't want to change. Didn't recent past. And the subconscious. Subconscious. Very many. Very concise, please and thank you. Something doesn't seem to be quite fair. Something's not balanced. Not giving and receiving in equal measure, or in at least an equitable, I won't say equal, in an equitable measure. Not in the upright, but it's not in the reverse. So maybe somebody's trying to work on that. And the conscious energies, please and thank you. Thank you so much. Either coming out of conflict or a really big conflict. Those are wands, so a conflict of passions. Maybe someone's working on getting their passions in control. We'll see. Need to bring this unconscious energy into the light. Take a look at it honestly, fearlessly. Ask the divine, our higher self, however you see God, for guidance. Maybe someone feels like if they're giving money, then they should be able to engage in exercises of passion with the wand. That's for someone, maybe not everyone. But that's not how it works. It might be how it works in the 3D, but that's not how it works in the 5D, the 7D, the 10D. And many in your future, please and thank you. Mm-hmm. There's that black magic, casting illusions and delusions. Someone using black magic instead of their God-given abilities. That would be the heart, the mind, the passion, and some sort of effort on the material plane. The external influence, a lot. I'm going to take one. Empress sideways, not quite in the upright, but not in the reverse either. Maybe they're trying to heal. Maybe they're in the middle of healing. Something not stopped, but not coming in quickly either, so it's progressing at an even pace. Maybe some sort of messages from the universe, from the internal self. Could be on the internet. They are messages, passionate messages. That doesn't necessarily mean physical passion. Could be an art form, a job, spiritual. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Oh, so much for the exercise. Someone's afraid of an emperor not quite in the upright, or afraid to be an emperor in the upright, or afraid they're not in the upright. Someone's afraid someone's going to rest, meditate, pray, get a clue. Personal influence of Taurus in the situation. What is Taurus personal? That's too many. Okay, I'll take them. Something's going to be exposed, or they can expose something, or they can bring this energy into the consciousness. Shine a little light, shadow. At which point they will develop a cup of love, self-love, love of the divine, love of self, love of all creation, and be able to get control over their mental faculties and stand in their power and in their truth. That's beautiful. Potential outcome. Potential outcome, please and thank you. A mental breakthrough, spiritual clarity, mental clarity, a personal truth. Taurus, that's beautiful. Started out kind of weird, but we all go through these things, not just once, but multiple times in a lifetime. Any advice, please and thank you. Feel your feelings. Cry that river of tears, then quit crying over spilled milk. Wash out those empty cups, those heart spaces, clean them out real good. Turn around and see what you got left. Take a drink of that heart energy, that cup of love. It's going to be offered. We saw that somewhere. Where'd it go? Before I saw the Ace of Cups. Am I tripping? Nope, there it is. It's your personal influence. You cross that river of tears, stop crying over spilled milk, and go into this safe place across the river of tears. God, Taurus, that's beautiful. Really beautiful. Lord art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. I will fear no evil. Wow, beautiful. Archetypes, energies, might be in the shadow that you work with. Again, it could be you, it could be someone else. We have no right to control anyone else. Even if we can, we have no right to. It takes strength. The strength is being able to control the self. So if you think these energies are someone around you, look deep inside, see if there's some way it might apply to you, either now or in the past, or how you can see that, or how somebody could think that. While we cannot control others, we can only control ourselves. We can move away from energies that are in you. And that's just, and sometimes it can be a very lonely path. But that's because God is giving us time to sit with ourselves, get to know ourselves, forgive ourselves, love the good, bad, and ugly, understand why they're there, and how we can transmute and temper those energies into something more aligned with the godly path. And it doesn't, if you don't believe in God, that's up to you. Say however you will, more spiritually aligned with your higher self, the divine, the universe, source, the force is with us always. What energies, please and thank you, can Taurus work with that are hidden in the shadows? The archetypal energies can Taurus look at and work with hidden in the shadows. Advocate, not quite upright, but getting there. And the light inspires you to put compassion into action. In the shadow, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Well, somebody's doing something right. They're getting there. Or they're starting to veer off path. We'll have to see, but it looks to me like they're getting there. It feels like they're getting there. Messiah in the reverse. The exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Oh, baby. Because we go off plan doesn't mean the universe goes off plan. Anything else? Please and thank you. I think recognize that for yourself, you can be the Messiah for yourself. You're the only one who can do it, you and God. You're the only one who can do it for you. But that doesn't apply to everyone else. Just because you do it for you doesn't give you the right to try to do it for someone else. You can talk to them honestly. You're out there trying to make a convert. That's ego. Being fishers of men means drawing them to you, not going out and chasing them. Goddess in the light, feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, sensuality. Bully in the shadow conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. We all have light and we all have dark within us. It's a day by day, hour by hour, moment by moment, conscious choice. If we don't choose consciously, we will choose subconsciously, and that's where we can get into trouble. We keep working until what's in the consciousness becomes deep down, heavier than the subconscious. Not a bad reading. Thanks so much for joining me, Taurus. You've got this, and God's got you.